Hello everyone, my name is Abu Bakr Salim and welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing a very important concept in C++ programming, which is variables. Variables are named memory locations that are used to store data. We need data in a program. Every program stores data. In every program, we have to perform some calculations. We have to add numbers. We have to subtract numbers. We have to multiply numbers. We have to make comparisons. And there are so many other things that we have to do in a program. So we have to use data in a program, and in order to save that data in a program we use variables. So variables are named memory locations. During the execution of a program, the value of a variable can change, and variables are always created in RAM. So whenever we close the program, the variables are also deleted from the RAM. Whenever you have to create a variable in C++ program, you can do it by following the format that I have written here, which is first you have to mention the data type, and after that you have to assign a name to the variable. So first data type, then space, then variable name, and after that semicolon. For example, int number, float data, character ch, bool flag. These are some examples of the variables. Now we'll be creating some variables and we'll be discussing the rules that we are going to use to create a variable. So first I have to write this namespace std. I missed it. Yeah. So whenever you are creating a variable, you have to first declare the variable and you have to assign it a name like this. Int number is a variable that I have used, or I can change it int number. So you have to follow some rules whenever you are creating a variable. And if you do not follow those rules, a syntax error will occur in your program and you will not be able to execute a program. The first rule is that a variable name can contain an alphabet, a number, and an underscore. So AB underscore 12 is a valid variable name, but if you use at the rate of instead of underscore, this will result in an error. Okay. The next is int a12. This is also a valid variable name. The second rule is that a variable name should always start with an alphabet or underscore, but it cannot start with a number. So if you have written 12 AB, this is an invalid variable name. But if you use AB12, this is a valid variable. Similarly, if you use underscore 12, this is also a valid variable. Third rule is that C is a case sensitive language. So it means that count and count, these are two different variables. Count with small c and count with capital C are two different variables. Okay. So these are some of the rules that we have discussed. The next rule is that a variable name cannot have a space between it. So co space unt is an invalid variable name because spaces are not allowed. The next rule is that you cannot use a keyword such as float is a keyword. So you cannot use keyword as your variable name. So float is a keyword and you cannot use it as your variable name. Okay. A variable name can be 32 characters long, I think. So you should make sure that it should not exceed that length. The next, there is another rule that your variable names should be user friendly and easy to read. So if you have written int a, this will not cause an error in your program, but you should make sure that the variable name should be user friendly and easy to read. It will help you professionally. So instead of using int a, you can use int number, or you can use radius, etc., etc. So these are some of the rules. Then there is one more thing that you have to remember, that you first have to declare the variable, and after declaring the variable, you can use that variable in your program. So for example, you have declared a variable count, and now you can use it anywhere. You can initialize it, you can perform operations on it, you can do whatever you want to do, but you cannot use that variable before declaring it. So if I do it here, this is an invalid statement, and now an error will occur. Okay, so int count and count is equal to 1 is a valid program. Then one more thing, you can initialize a variable on the same line also. Int count is equal to 10, and in the next line it is count is equal to 1. So you can change the value, because the value can be changed, but you can initialize at the time of declaration as well. Okay, so you can do it on line number 5, or you can do it after declaring it on line number 6. Both are correct. One more thing, that you cannot declare one variable with two data types, int a and float a. It will cause an error. This is not allowed. You can see an error here at the bottom, a redefinition different basic types. So this is not allowed, and it will cause an error. So these are some of the rules that you have to remember whenever you are creating a variable. I hope that you have understood the concept. If there is any question, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.